guys, here we are, Stoomboy, the Combat Companion. So, as always, shows brought to you by Hard Life Fightwear. Hard Life Fightwear offering a range of products, whether it be gi, no gi, MMA, they do have you covered. So, anybody looking to walk out with any cool stuff on, then definitely hit up hardlifefightwear.co.uk and just use the discount code STOOM15 and you will get a little bit of a discount through whatever you get. So we're going to be talking about Young Subs 3. Young Subs 3 is going to be at the Fed, Newcastle. It's going to be Saturday, the 22nd of March. So we're only, 6 days away now. I mean, the first two were awesome. I mean, Liverpool especially. I talk about Liverpool all the time because the atmosphere in Liverpool at the Invisible Wind Factory was absolutely crazy. So we're hoping Newcastle brings it and brings that same atmosphere. I know Newcastle can. So anybody looking for tickets, head over to Young Subs Official. Make sure you do click the ticket link there. If you can't make the event on the evening or on the day, then make sure you do have that pay-per-view. The pay-per-view is in the bio for Young Subs Official. And then what we'll do is over the next kind of week, we'll get the pay-per-view posted. Plus, the grapplers themselves will all repost the pay-per-view link as well. So make sure you're not missing this at all. These are some of the top young stars in our community at the moment. And these are the kids. These kids are going to take what is already an unbelievable Jits game in the UK to a whole other level. So all these kids are superstars, every single one of them. So my next guest then is going to be on the show that night. One of the young sub superstars, Layton Szikora, Origin BJJ Darlington. So Layton obviously came out last time, Young Subs 2, had a great matchup. It didn't go his way, but there was a lot of things he did say that he wanted to do, and we're going to see a lot of special stuff definitely on Saturday the 22nd. So we're buzzing to see you back, Layton.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back, honestly. I'm obviously coming back to, refixture my wrongdoings from obviously what happened down in Liverpool. It was just one of them weird ones, wasn't it? Like, it never hit the deck. There wasn't really too much grappling per se, but, I know this lad's going to actually pull guard. I know he's going to bring the fight to the floor, and I know I'm going to be able to throw some sub attempts at him. So, looking forward to it.
That's the thing. I mean, we talked about it in the commentary. We talked about the stand-up game. I mean, what happens is a lot of people don't understand it. Standing up, because people just see two fighters standing up. Do you know what I mean? They're kind of hand wrestling, snap downs, trying to do different takedowns. I mean, that is very, very tiring. Because anybody that watches it thinks, well, they're just standing up, they're not doing anything. You're like, well, no, there's actually stuff going on that you maybe don't see, and it's very, very tiring, the stand-up game.
It's fairly tiring, yeah. Like, it's mostly muscular endurance, I would say. Like, it does take a lot out of the arms, and especially out the feet as you're moving off from around the mat, if you know what I mean. But obviously, it was one of them where I couldn't take him down, he couldn't take me down. I would have been better off pulling guard myself just to even get some attempts off. But you live and you learn, I guess. And like I said, I'm coming out to do my run-ins. Well, yeah, my run-ins.
Yeah. Tell us about the atmosphere as well. I mean, the atmosphere in Liverpool was immense. It was a crazy, crazy atmosphere, which I kind of knew was going to happen. I mean, as I said, it was very loud. It was it was a crazy atmosphere. The music was loud, and do you know what I mean? It's exactly what I expected. I mean, what was it like for you making that walkout?
Definitely nervous. Definitely got a little nervy backstage because obviously I was confident throughout the whole camp. Obviously, a few weeks before, I was very confident. And when I was warming up backstage, I realized, oh shit, this is real sort of thing. You know what I mean? But I love it. I love it because the adrenaline rush you get as soon as you walk out, starts playing. And honestly, I'm just in the zone from that point. I love it. But I hadn't done many invitationals before. I'd only ever done one invitational just before a couple of weeks ago. And it was, I don't know if you'd know yourself, but it was a Northeast Grappling Invitational, the NEGI for short. Obviously, I won that one. So it was a bit weird for me because it's a lot different than walking onto a competition mat. Obviously, you've got all these people around you, like you say, with the atmosphere. But considering we weren't really the favourites, considering where it was in Liverpool, that's why I'm happy this one's in Newcastle because we're going to be able to get some more people up and hopefully sell some more tickets.
Definitely. It's a very MMA atmosphere to it as well. Obviously, we've got Cal Pacino, obviously MMA legend coming out of the UK. So it's a very, very MMA feel. So And that's exactly how they do it. I mean, the walkouts, do you know what I mean? The crowd going crazy, being close to the action and stuff like that. So it's definitely something different. It was definitely different from the last invitation you did.
Yeah, definitely. It was a lot, definitely popular. No offense to Neggy, but definitely.
And there's something again. I mean, we talked about, and I always say this. I mean, all the kids that are coming through, the young subs. I mean, you've got kids as young as 6 up to 17, and these are some of the top stars in grappling at the moment. I mean, you're talking about kids that are world champions, European champions, British champions, and some of the kids, especially the older kids, are out there beating adults in adult competitions and stuff like that as well. So, I mean, definitely superstars, and you guys are the ones that we're going to see in 5 years' time that are black belt world champions and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely the goal, obviously. I had a goal when I first came back to Jiu-Jitsu to obviously go and compete at every single belt and hopefully get a gold medal at every belt. But I think that's gone from wanting to win gold to obviously wanting to have an MMA fight at every belt to win an IBJJF at every belt. So, it's just setting realistic expectations and realistic goals and just building up on them. That's how I've been taught to set my goal set. So, yeah.
Yeah. What do you prefer, gi or no gi, Layton?
Definitely no gi. Definitely.
No
I
gi?
like it from the MMA point, obviously, because I don't mind being in the gi, but I do prefer being in no gi a lot more. I like my body lock game. Obviously, you can get it in the gi, but I feel like it's a little easier for me to get in no gi.
Yeah. And then obviously you mentioned MMA and stuff like that. Again, we're going to chat to you later on, probably next month at some point. We'll talk about that MMA debut. Do you know what I mean? Which, I mean, MMA debut is going to be great as well because of the grappling experience you've got. Do you know what I mean? As the grappling, I mean, most MMA fights end up on the ground, which is exactly where you want to take it.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've been grappling now for about double figures or something, and I know this other lad's probably got 2 years of kickboxing under his belt, so I'm not going to underestimate him. I know he's going to come out there and try and knock my head off, but I know what I'm going to do, and I know 10 out of 10 once it hits the floor, that's my world, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. Young Subs 3, as I said, obviously coming up. And again, it's going to be another amazing show. We talked about it, obviously local to yourself, local to Darlington. So, and obviously there'll be a lot more people cheering you on. I mean, to be honest, I mean, you don't need anybody cheering you on. You can walk in yourself and still do exactly the same thing, regardless of how many people there's cheering you on. But it's going to be good to have a lot of people come and support you, and obviously the rest of the team that are going to be on the show as well.
Yeah. Whenever I'm backstage or just thought about going to combat or anywhere, I always try and picture myself in the gym. If I can do it in front of the people in the gym, I can do it anywhere, basically. Yeah. Because obviously it's one of them things for people where it's different when it's in front of others. It's different when you've got someone at you that all of a sudden stronger, they're quicker, and the pressure's on. You've just got to really just learn how to maintain and manage it. So my way of that is just picturing myself in the gym every time I step on that mat, every time.
Yeah. Just Origin BJJ just coming in saying, I have to tell you to get a haircut. So,
yeah.
Man, your hair's cool, man.
Just...
Mate, your hair's cool, man. That's what everybody's got to now. So that's a cool haircut. That's obviously whoever it is that's posted it. I don't know who has posted it, but
that's my dad.
All right, does your dad have hair?
Oh no.
He's jealous, man. So he's definitely jealous. But so yeah, get a haircut. So but it's a great job. Tell us about Origin itself. Origin, because we got chatting to Megan McCrossan just the other day, and she was telling us about the atmosphere and the people and so on. It was such a great atmosphere. So from your aspect, then tell us about your kind of thoughts on the gym itself.
Well, it wasn't even my first gym because obviously my dad runs the gym. He was after the first ever Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt in Darlington, like ever. So obviously I was bound to be brought up doing it. But I think my first ever gym that I probably trained at was probably the Lab in Darlow. I think that was probably where I started. Then we started making trips up to an Origin that was up in Newcastle. And I was going up there like every Saturday morning, probably age 7 or something, obviously just getting the work in there. And then eventually, I think when my dad was a brown belt, or maybe when he got his black belt, he ended up getting his own gym. And it's not the gym we got now, but obviously through the lab, through all these experiences, obviously up and down the road from Newcastle to Darlow, we've met a ton of people that have obviously stuck with us and still with us to this day. And obviously we've grown that bond, and it's like a family in a way. You know what I mean? Like some of these people I'm rolling with are like they've known me ever since I was probably able to walk, and it like obviously builds that bond, and it helps me on the mat when I'm training and preparing for all these fights, because it's just always a great atmosphere. And you know, when you've just got that family material, sort of like it just builds that confidence, if you know what I mean, whenever you step on the mat.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you
Must be a
know
great feeling.
they're coming, and obviously they've got their eyes on you. You know they're supporting you always, and
Yeah.
that's a comforting feeling.
Yeah, I was going to say it must be a great feeling as well. I mean, to walk out there and look in your corner and dad's in the corner, do you know what I mean, giving instructions and stuff like that. So it's definitely must feel be a great feeling, not just for you, but for obviously dad as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, brilliant. Family Origin BJJ guys. So we've got an Origin BJJ in Scotland and under Grant Cruikshank. So I know obviously he gets down south quite a bit as well. So so definitely a great gym. I've been at Origins in Dundee a few times. Do you know what I mean? It's a really, really good setup. So so yeah, fingers crossed we'll get down to you guys at some point as well. So for sure. Um, Final thing then, Layton. Obviously, you've been in the game for a long time, a long time. So, but anybody you want to shout out to, any friends, family members, teammates, sponsors, anything that you may have.
Just everyone back at Origin and everyone that's coming along. Obviously, I love them all to pieces. Like we're not a team, we're a family, and that's just something that not many other gyms have. Because obviously, most people only really want it for the dosh. Basically, they don't really care about the friendship, like the friendships they make along the way, the
Yeah,
bond they build after double figure years, and that's what really makes us so special, I think.
yeah, definitely. One of your teammates, Megan, the Meg, just coming in, just saying, "Let's go, Layton." So, so yeah, we're definitely looking to see the Meg come back as well. So, so it's going to be a great matchup for her for sure. So,
He's
um,
from Serenity too, because obviously Spencer's from Serenity too, so it's Serenity versus Origin in a way. That's what I'm really liking about this matchup.
yes, yes. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. As I love seeing you coming out. We never got the chance to speak to you the last time. I know that you dropped me a message and things were a bit crazy. So I remember talking to you after your match and you came over and just saying, look, obviously I forgot all about it. Not that I forgot. I just I'd say I didn't have any time. So I'm glad we managed to get time with you this time for sure, Leighton. So guys, one thing I always talk about as well, I talk about this on every single show. We talk about sponsorship. So now, it's very important for sponsors to come on board with these kids because, for a number of reasons. I mean, these kids are fantastic on social media. Well, Leighton's maybe not as good on social media as he should be. He definitely should be posted more. But he'll learn that. He will learn that. As Dad will teach him that. Dad will teach him that for sure. So, but these kids are fantastic on social media. I mean, their life's out there. It's on whether it be Instagram, Facebook. Do you know what I mean? TikToks and all that kind of stuff. So one thing they're very, very good at, especially for sponsors, is getting your business out there and making sure that everybody knows who you are as a business. And what happens as well, a lot of these shows that they go on, they're all on pay-per-view. I mean, obviously, Leighton's going to be pay-per-view next Saturday. When he does Unity's pay-per-view as well. So, so he's going to be out there and he's going to be doing a lot of stuff. So anybody looking to hit up Layton for sponsorship, just head over to Instagram. It's Layski_origin. So Layski spelled exactly as he's got it there, Layski underscore origin. So so definitely drop over. As he's got a few things coming up, so it's definitely worthwhile. Plus, get them now when they're cheaper to get now. Then see if Layton goes on and he goes on to the UFC and all that kind of stuff. It'll be more and more expensive. So get them now while you can afford them. All right. So so guys, there we go then. So Young Subs 3, Saturday, 22nd of March, next weekend, the Fed in Newcastle. Tickets, head over to Young Subs Official. The ticket link's on there. Pay-per-view link's on there as well. And as I say, we'll get that pay-per-view link posted throughout the week as well. But Leighton, I'm buzzing to see you back, brother. As I said, I absolutely loved you. You've got a great personality, great character. Do you know what I mean? You're the type of guy we love in jiu-jitsu. So,
Yeah,
so I'm definitely buzzing to see you next Saturday again.
yeah. Well, I can't wait to go out. Can't wait. My
Nice.
prep's
I think
going
we
well. and I've got a plan in mind, but we're just going to leave that for this weekend, I think.
Definitely. Just a final comment coming in. Chris Vardy just getting let's go Layton. So it's obviously a good bit of support there from obviously friends and teammates.
Another Origin brother.
Yes, yes. But looking forward to seeing all the Origin team next Saturday. But listen, enjoy the rest of your week. Obviously, stay safe. We'll see you in Newcastle, brother.
Yep, I'll see you then. Thanks for having me.
Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.